Do you know why some people who earn less money live better lives than millionaires? Why some people retire with peace while others die trying to keep up with their lifestyle? It's not how much money you make, it's how you think about money that decides your success, your peace, your freedom, and your happiness. Because money is not math, money is behavior, money is psychology. And if you don't master the psychology of money, money will master you, because the truth is, most people are not broke because they don't earn enough. They're broke because they don't know how to manage what they earn. And in this world, you don't get wealthy by being the smartest person in the room. You get wealthy by being patient, disciplined, and emotionally intelligent. Because if knowledge alone made people rich, every teacher would be a billionaire. But that's not how it works. So today, let me take you on a journey that will change the way you look at money forever. Because this is not just a motivational speech. This is a wake-up call. This is Morgan Housel's timeless wisdom from the psychology of money. Not in his words, but in the voice of someone who wants to see you win, who wants to see you free, who wants to see you rich, not just in bank accounts, but in life, in mindset, in peace. So listen very carefully till the end, because every second of this will open your eyes and maybe even change your destiny. Now let's begin. Imagine this. 2 janitors, same age, same job, same salary. One retires with just enough to survive, and the other retires with more than $1 million in savings. How is that possible? What was the secret? It wasn't lottery, it wasn't inheritance, it wasn't luck. It was mindset, it was consistency, it was behavior. And this is what most people ignore. We chase fast success, quick results, viral growth, instant gratification. But money doesn't reward the fastest, it rewards the wisest. Because wealth is what you don't see. It's the cars you didn't buy, the clothes you didn't need, the dinners you didn't post. Wealth is silent. Spending is loud, and we live in a world where people would rather look rich than be rich. People go broke trying to impress others who don't even care about them. But those who understand the psychology of money build their life differently. They don't try to beat the market, they try to stay in it. They don't try to look successful, they try to be consistent. And that's the secret. Money doesn't grow with speed, it grows with time. Compounding is not just a math trick, it's a life principle. And compounding doesn't work unless you give it time, uninterrupted time. And that's where most people fail. They interrupt, they quit, they chase trends, they panic sell, they overthink, they compare, they spend more than they earn. And all of this comes from a weak money mindset. And no matter how high your income is, if your mindset is weak, you'll always be one step away from financial disaster, because money can't fix your insecurity, your jealousy, your need for validation, or your emotional decisions. It only exposes them. And unless you train your emotions, unless you master your impulses, you will never win with money. You will earn and lose, earn and spend, earn and stress, and stay stuck in the cycle forever. But here's the truth, wealth is not about income, it's about behavior. And Morgan Housel explains it with stories, with human examples, not formulas, not charts, because this is not a finance book, it's a life book. It teaches you that getting rich and staying rich are two different skills. Getting rich requires risk, taking action, betting on yourself, but staying rich requires humility, patience, and fear of losing it all. And you need both. And the best part, you don't need to be a genius to be wealthy. You just need to stop being stupid with your money. You don't need to know what the market will do next. You just need to stick to a plan long enough for it to work. You don't need to impress anyone. You just need to be okay with being underestimated. And that's what real wealth looks like. It's peace of mind. It's control over your time. It's the ability to say no. It's not about yachts and mansions. It's about freedom. And the biggest lie people believe is that once they have more money, they'll be happy. But happiness doesn't come from money. It comes from control. Control over your time, your choices, your direction. And if you don't have that, no amount of money will fill the emptiness, and most people confuse being rich with being wealthy. Rich is flashy, temporary. dependent on your next paycheck. But wealthy is hidden, long term, and unshakable. And once you start thinking like this, you'll stop playing the game of comparison. You'll stop chasing the lifestyle of others. You'll realize that the game is not about having more than others. It's about having enough for yourself and, more importantly, having peace. Because the goal is not to die with millions, the goal is to live with meaning. And money is just a tool for that. But you must learn to use it wisely. And here's another truth. People's relationship with money is shaped by their personal experiences, their upbringing, their fears, their childhood struggles. And that's why two people can have opposite views on saving, spending, investing, because they're not working with the same emotional data. And once you understand this, you stop judging others, you stop copying others, and you build a money mindset that fits your life, your values, your peace. And remember, doing well with money has less to do with how smart you are and more to do with how you behave when things go wrong. Because in life, things will go wrong. Economies crash, jobs are lost, emergencies happen. And unless you prepare, unless you save, not for returns but for resilience, you'll be shaken. Because savings are not just for dreams, they are for survival, for sanity, for sleep at night. And that's what no one teaches us in school. But this book does, this mindset does, and now so do you. And another powerful lesson from this mindset is respect the role of luck. Yes, luck. Because success is never fully earned and failure is never fully deserved. Where you were born, who your parents were, what year you graduated, all of it matters. And once you respect the role of luck, you stop being arrogant. You become more grateful, more grounded, and more generous. Because the worst kind of rich is the one who thinks they're better than others. But the best kind of wealthy is the one who lifts others up. And that's what money is truly for. Not just for yourself, but to create, to serve, to support, to free others too. And that only happens when you're not chasing status but building substance. Not chasing more but appreciating enough. Because enough is the magic word that keeps you sane, that protects you from greed, from ruin, from burnout. And this is where most people fall. They never know what enough is. So they keep running until they collapse. But enough is not about settling. It's about self-awareness. It's about clarity. And once you know you're enough, you become truly powerful. Because no one can manipulate you, tempt you, or pressure you into playing a game you don't need to play. And that's the essence of real freedom. And now that you know all this, you must ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to build? One that looks good or one that feels good? One that shines on the outside or one that's unshakable from the inside? Because you can't have both if you don't think wisely, and you'll never think wisely if you don't learn the psychology of money. Because at the end of the day, it's not the stock market, the economy, or your salary that decides your financial future. It's your behavior, your habits, your decisions, your patience, and your mindset. And now you have a choice. Go back to old thinking, or rise with this new perspective, complain about money, or take control of it. Chase temporary highs, or build long-term freedom. The choice is yours. And if you're still watching this, if you've made it this far, you're not average, you're ready, you're hungry, and you're capable of becoming wealthy. Not just with money, but with meaning. And remember this, money is powerful only when you are more powerful than your ego, when you are more consistent than your distractions, and when you are more disciplined than your desires. And the world needs more people like that, not just rich people, but wise people, calm people, intentional people. And you can be that person. It starts today. It starts with how you think, how you save, how you invest, how you wait, how you stay grounded when the world goes crazy, and how you live not to impress but to express your values, your vision, your freedom. And that is the real psychology of money. And now you know it. Don't just watch this video, live it, share it, believe it, and most importantly, start applying it today. If this video has even slightly motivated you, then please make sure to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more such inspiring content. I'll see you tomorrow with a new video full of energy and a fresh perspective. Until then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Keep smiling, keep moving forward, and keep spreading happiness.